Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-March 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Libra. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Well, let's go and jump in. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's happening for the remainder of March. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and then the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you, Libra. But again, back to column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Let's take a look at our summary affirmation card here. It says, I am a warrior. I have probably said this before. I wish some things in life were easier than they are. But fighting for the things that we're passionate about is not always a bad thing. Oftentimes when I see the warrior card, this is about overcoming things. Perhaps things were a little bit more challenging than we would have liked. But at the end of the day, it's fighting for those things that you believe in, fighting for those things that you're passionate about, and being able to accomplish them because you're committed to them. So let's go and see what messages we have coming through here, Libra. Okay, first we have the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. I like the renewal piece of this, like potentially as you were fighting for this, you realized that it was feasible or was going to happen for you. So kind of like revived or revved up your energy, your energies, Libra, which is really good to see. The Star card is a card of also being recognized. You see the big star in the background. So you could have been in the spotlight. So again, that hard work paying off. That hard work being recognized. So not a warrior without cause or without reason. The next card that we have is the World card. The World card is the last card in the major arcana. It's a card of completing a goal, completing a lesson. I will say it seems like whatever you were fighting for here has seemed to have wrapped up or completed, which is good to see. The World card can also be a card of travel, so potentially some travel or travel plans there for you in the last few weeks. And at the bottom here we have the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is a card of speed, action, quick change. So although we were having to fight for something, it seems like it was moving along at a pretty good pace, and now it has wrapped up. Let's go and take a look at clarifiers though and see what other messages I have here for you, Libra. The first card we have is the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles is a card of having 2 choices. You see this person's holding 1 pentacle in each hand and kind of weighing the options. This can also be a card of multitasking. So being busy, again, tying back to that warrior card. Sometimes we have to work a little bit harder, or fight a little bit harder for something than we would have liked to. But again, we do have that renewal, so it seems like we were aware it was going to happen and potentially being in the spotlight. So successfully juggling all these things, successfully accomplishing what we were hoping to accomplish. The next card that we have is the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is desire. This is desires for long-term security. These are the things that we want long-term. It seems like this completion, this was a good next step. This is getting you closer to what you want, if not fulfilling whatever that desire was there, Libra. And at the bottom here we have the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is a card of leaving a legacy. So again, it's very strategic, it's very long-term. Just mentioned this with the 4 of Pentacles. Either it moved you closer to or helped you accomplish that desire you had. But long-term, it's looking good. This can also be a lump sum of money, retirement, inheritance. So this could be moving you towards money as well, and quickly towards money given the 8 of Wands. Oops, sorry, I just bumped the camera. Okay, Libra, now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general peek at what's coming for the remainder of March. We have a summary affirmation card of I will worship. This can be an interesting card. I know not everybody loves the worship word, so this could also be cherish, value, focus on. But there's something that we're worshiping here, something that we're cherishing here, potentially something that we're nourishing or nurturing going into the end of this month. Let's take a look and see what our March messages are coming through as here, Libra. First, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is a very long-term card. The Emperor can also be a card of respect, leadership, strategic planning. So it's like we're plotting for the future here right now. Future focused, I think, is a good way to word this. The Emperor can also be like moving from a non-leadership role to a leadership role. I see that quite a bit. We'll clarify that further though. The next card that we have is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. This can also be a card of persistence, so continuing to push forward on something. In terms of boundaries, we want to think about letting in the good and blocking out the bad. That's the message that's coming through here. So be thinking about, again, blocking out anything that's not serving you and only letting in things that have really good intentions for you. At the bottom here, we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card of multitasking. We actually talked about the Two of Pentacles earlier. So this is having two choices, having to weigh those options, or this just could be multitasking here. I do think there's some sort of decision that needs to be made here, some weighing of the options. Like we need to be thinking long term. So again, this seems to be a decision here as far as I can tell, Libra, that needs to be made. But we want to be very thoughtful about the decision and make sure it's aligned with where we want to go. Let's take a look at clarifiers and see what other messages I can give you here. First, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is very traditional, very conventional. It can be a card of expectations. Oftentimes, this is your expectations being met, which I like to see. What I'm hearing is like the Emperor, again, is that strategic, forward-focused energy. So it's like you have the plan of, I need to do A, B, C to meet my expectations, to accomplish what I want. And for now, at least, Libra, this path seems pretty clear, which I haven't seen this in a while. A lot of times we get ourselves into something or want to accomplish something and the path is not always clear. But this one seems very clear. It's like where you want to go in the future, where you're taking yourself. And with the Hierophant, it's like, again, you need to do X, Y, and Z to get there. The next card that we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a card of taking on something new. It's very active. It's taking action. It's on top of our Nine of Wands, which again is that card of being persistent. So it makes sense. We need to be moving. Your feet need to be moving. You need to be taking steps forward here, Libra. It's going to be really, really important. I don't know so much that it's new as it is the action, the movement, the persistence. And again, keeping those boundaries, again, only taking on things that are good or are helping us move forward. At the bottom here, we have the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of courage, and it could be the courage to make this decision. But the best advice I can give you regarding this decision is we need to make sure that it's meeting it long term. And I hope that this decision will actually be pretty clear for you, Libra, because again, it's like we know we need to do these 5 things or whatever it may be to get where we're trying to go. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. We're going to pull a quick money message for you here. In this case, it's an affirmation. It says, love is the intention behind all of my transactions. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, really anything you associate with money here, Libra. Up first, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a very bold, powerful card. It's also a very charming card. I see you in a position of power here, Libra, and this could come in different forms. This could be your opinion being valued. You could actually be the boss or the leader and be in a position of power from that. But I kind of see you like sitting up on the throne, and I like it. It's very valued, very respected, very appreciated. You're also really being heard. So make sure that if you have something to say, you say it, because again, you're being heard in this situation. Some of you, I think, might always be heard. Some of you might not. So this could be different for some of you. But again, really in this position of power, people are looking to you, wanting to hear what you have to say this month. If you're not already in a leadership role, it definitely seems like you'll be serving in a leadership fashion here. The next card we have is the Queen of Coins. I love when the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles comes up in the money column. This is a card of being really resourceful with our resources, which is important. So this is like you're using your time, your money, your energy correctly. And again, since we're in the money column, it's about spending your money the right way. And I think that you're doing that right now, Libra, which I like to see. This can also be very domestic or relationship focused. So do keep an eye or kind of ear out on some of your relationships this month as they relate to money or career as well. At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. The Ace of Swords, this seems like some sort of new clarity. This is finding out some piece of information here, Libra. Let's go ahead and clarify though and see what other messages I can give you. First up, we have the Sun card. The Sun card is a really, really good card. I would venture to say the best card in the tarot deck. This is material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. I like this paired with the King of Wands because, again, you're in this position of power. I see you kind of elevated. You're on your throne here, Libra. But it's also so respectful and genuine. Like, people are genuinely connected to you and drawn to you. Overall, it seems like we're in a pretty good financial and career situation here. The next card that we have is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a card of being really supportive or being supported. This is, again, that kind of leadership card. It's position of power. It's on the throne, as you can see by this card. It's about being tolerant and empathetic as well. Remember with the Queen of Cups, I was telling you to focus on these relationships. I think you're usually a very empathetic person, Libra. But I think these relationships could use a little bit of additional support or empathy or tolerance this month. So please take that how it resonates. But again, those relationships need a little bit something extra from us. And then at the bottom here, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very free-spirited, very creative. When I see this card, it's a card of freedom. With the Ace of Swords, we were talking about you're going to be finding something new out. And this is like prompting action. This is sending you forward. You see this Knight of Wands, this horse is like jumping into action. So it seems like with this information, you'll be jumping into something new. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. Pulling a quick love message here. It says, soulmate. Your soulmate is already within you, with you in spirit. Believe this and they will physically manifest. Okay, in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Libra. Up first, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. I think we're positioned well. We're having this sounds so weird to say, but it is a thing. This is a good, successful love month. This is a successful friendship month. This is a successful family month here, Libra. The next card we have is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is kind of wanting to pull away. That's what I'm feeling. It feels like we want to pull away from something. I'm going to take a closer look and see what's causing this feeling. You may be having this feeling and not knowing why, but again, I see you wanting to pull away from something here, Libra, or someone here. At the bottom, we have the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Wands, this is inspiration. This is wanting more. I like this though with the Six of Wands. It's like going to be successful. So here you are wanting more, but it seems like it will happen almost immediately here. Let's go ahead and clarify though and see what other love messages I have for you. Up first we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration, a card of teamwork. It's a card of interacting with other people. So again, our relationships are just sound and happy and healthy and successful. So again, this is children, friendship, love, family, whatever it may be. It's like these relationships seem to really be thriving this month here, Libra. The next card that we have is the Magician. The Magician is about turning visions into reality. It's on top of the Seven of Swords, and again, you're kind of wanting to pull away. I'm still not quite sure what the message is here, Libra. Perhaps you're wanting to pull away because you're not sure that this is exactly what you want. So hopefully you can use that information and process that information. Again, it seems like relationships look really healthy. They look really good. But you're still kind of wanting to lean away and pull away. So for some reason, they maybe are not what you're envisioning, not what you are hoping for. So do kind of a little check-in with yourself and make sure, or kind of further unpack these feelings as to where is the relationship lacking or what expectation is not being met. At the bottom here, we have the King of Wands on top of our Ace of Wands. The King of Wands is, again, very charming, very powerful. There's a lot of say-so here. And the Ace of Wands is kind of that new, that ability to create, that urge to create, that newness. But again, you're in the place where people are drawn to and you have that ability to make that change. Perhaps that's that kind of pulling away to, it's like something is not being met. But with the King of Wands, people are going to come to you and be attracted to you and want to kind of fulfill that. So if you're not getting something right now, Libra, point blank, ask for it, because again, people are here to please or are gravitating towards you. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. You have the card, I will pray. If pray isn't the right word for you, that's okay. This could also be hope or manifest or wish, but it's something we're praying for, something we're hoping for. Let's go ahead and take a look at our cards though and see what other messages I can give you. First we have the Magician. The Magician is about turning visions into reality. I love this because we have a card that's saying you're praying for something, you're hoping for it, and the Magician is here to wave the magical wand and help you create that. The next card that we have is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident, very self-assured. Be confident in what you want and be confident in your ability to obtain whatever you're praying for here, Libra. At the bottom, we have the Ace of Coins. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Coins, or the Ace of Pentacles, this is typically a new job, raise, promotion, investment. So likely tied to money, but this could really be a new opportunity of any sort. But it seems like whatever you're hoping for, the Magician is helping come into play. As long as you're confident and clear in what you want, there is the new thing you want right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our clarifiers though. First up, we have the Nine of Swords. Again, you have some doubt, you have some worry that this may or may not work out, but hence the Queen of Wands and being very confident in it. The next card that we have is the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of unwanted change or unexpected, like you've planned for ABC, but DEF happens instead. I'm going to say it doesn't really matter how you get there, Libra. It just matters where you're going. So with that Queen of Wands, again, just being confident in what you want and confident that you can accomplish it. At the bottom here, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is always favorable for you. So this is getting the clarity. This is getting the decision made. This is getting the action. This is about being on a path to, so it's like the Judgment is putting you where you need to go toward this new opportunity. So again, don't worry so much about how you're getting there because all of these cards are taking you there, Libra. Okay, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Jack of Hearts. This is number 22 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the 8 of spades. This is number 32 card. This is going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the 6 of spades. This is number 29 card. That's going to be a no. So no, yes, no there for you, Libra. We're also going to take a look at your crystal of the month. So we pulled a card from our Healing Stones deck at the beginning of this month. Your crystal is ruby, which is good for joy of living, lust, keeps you very spontaneous, gives you lots of joy, it really helps with momentum and passion. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, healing is a journey traveled one step at a time, one day at a time, one prayer at a time. Thank you so much, Libra, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Libra, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your March.